Hi everyone, it's Emily on the Aspen Discovery team with Bywater Solutions, and today I'm going to talk about something a little different. Today I'm going to be talking about how we can use GitHub to update and edit the manual. So this is the manual that I'm going to be working with. This is an Aspen test. And as you can see, there are some areas that we need to fill out. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to github.com. I am going to sign in, but if you haven't made an account yet, you will have to sign up for an account. The one that I'm going to sign in with is Aspen Train for today. I already have everything set up in my account, so I'm just going to use this one to show you guys what it's going to look like when you start out. So the first thing that I'm going to do, as you can see, I've used the Aspen Discovery repository already. So what we're going to do is go into search, and we're going to search for MD Noble 73/Aspen-Discovery. And when we do that, it will pull up the Aspen Discovery code. And you'll see right here, it's set to default at the current branch, which is kind of like the current version of the Aspen Discovery code. What we're working on right now is 2016. One way that you can find what version we're working on is if you scroll down to the bottom of Aspen, especially Aspen Test, you'll see that the current version is down here at the bottom. Usually most of the Aspen sites will be set at the previous test, at the previous branch. So that's the current version that's been pushed out to all of the Aspen systems. And then the next one is the one that we're working on, and then we're going to take all of those new changes and push them out in another release. So we're going to be working on the most current one. So what we are going to do, since this is MD Noble Aspen Discovery, since this is the base one, we are going to want to create a fork of this that we can work on. So this is going to be our own version of Aspen that we can create updates on, and then we can send them off to the main one to be updated for everyone. All we have to do right here is up at the top with watch star and fork, we're going to click on fork. And it's going to make a branch that's specific to me. So this is the Aspen Train, Aspen Discovery. This is my branch of Aspen Discovery. So from here, I'm going to go to code, scroll down a little bit to web, and then scroll down a little bit to manual. So that's going to be Aspen Discovery, code, web, manual. And now we are in the manual, and you'll see that all of these pages that have been added all correspond to pages that have links here in the table of contents in the manual. So the three things that I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you how to upload an image or a file. I'm going to show you how to create a new page and how to edit a page. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go into images, and these are going to be thumbnails that will show up in the manual. So for example, in system administration, here is the thumbnail for this video tutorial. So I've already saved that thumbnail that I want to use, and in the images file, I'm going to add a file and upload. And I'm going to go ahead and upload the Access 360 PNG. What I want to do is commit this change here. I'm going to commit it directly to this branch. And now the file has been uploaded. So again, I'm going to go back to code, web, manual, and then I am going to add a page for Access 360. So what I want to do is go up here to add file and create new file. And in this new file, I'm going to want to add a couple things. The first thing that I want to add is a heading. So as you can see, this cheat sheet here will give you some of this basic syntax. A heading is going to be using this markdown form. So 1 pound is heading 1, 2 pounds is heading 2, 3 pounds is heading 3. Heading 1 is help manual, so heading 2 is going to be Access 360. And then what I'm going to do is a quick description of what Access 360 does. So what I'm going to want to do is add a little description for Access 360. You can see that it's automatically set to no wrap. You're going to want to change this to soft wrap. And I'll show you why. If you put in description here, kind of pushes everything off to the side. So you're going to want to make sure that's on soft wrap so that you can see everything all together there. And then the next thing that I'm going to want to do is put in the thumbnail with a link for the video. So you can see in here for an image, I'm going to want to use a exclamation point, alternative text, and then the image JPEG. And then I'm going to want to link it here. So what I'm going to want to do is put in that code. So it's going to look something like this. So you can see what I've done here is the image. So there's the exclamation point and the alternative text, and then the image JPEG. And that is going to be /manual/images, which is where I put the image for this thumbnail, the Access 360. Oh, that's .png. If you don't put something like that, it's just going to come up as a broken link when it gets to the manual. And then you're going to want to put in the link to the video if you have a link to a video there. And then also down here I have another link. So you'll see here the title of the link is in brackets, and then the link here in parentheses. So how this will show up is it's going to show up with the image here that you can link to, and then a link under that that says watch on YouTube. So that's going to look really similar to this one again. They'll show the image that you can link to go to YouTube, and then a link underneath. Actually, you know what? I'm going to want to add this video tutorial subheading there too. So I am going to add a third level subheading, and I'm going to say video tutorial. All right, so that looks good. If you want, you can preview it to kind of see what it might look like. And then you're going to want to commit directly to your branch. Make sure that you're on your branch and not the original branch. Oh, and then you need to add a name for your file as well. So I'm going to do access360.md. So that's going to be a new page. It's going to be the .md. And then you can add a description here if you'd like to, and then you will commit the new file. All right, and then I want to do one more thing before I create a pull request. So I am going to scroll down. I always like double checking, triple checking that I'm on my branch and on the correct version. I'm going to scroll down to the table of contents here because I want to add a section for Access 360. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this file. And I'm going to scroll down to e-content right here. And I am going to add a dash, and that's going to create this these dots here, the bullet points. a dash space, and then I'm going to do a link because I want to link it to the Access 360 page. All right. So always double check your code. Make sure that that's an actual parentheses. All right, so that looks good. Use the shift key. All right, so that looks good. That looks like everything that I want it to look like. I named the page Access 360. So that should look pretty good. So this is what the preview will look like once it's out of title. And let's see, all of that's the same. You can see that this has been highlighted in green because it's been added. And then that should go to the Access 360 page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and commit that change as well. And now what I'm going to want to do is a pull request. So I'm going to go from code over here to pull requests. And I want to create a new pull request. So what I'm going to do is there's 3 files that I've changed. This is the Access 360 page that I created. Here's the video that I add, or the image that I added. So sorry, there's a little jump there in the video. I accidentally clicked the pause recording. So I created a new commit that I want to create a pull request on. So at the top here, you just click on create pull request. You can leave a comment if you'd like to, and then you just press create pull request, and it should send you to this page. It'll check to see if there's no conflicts, and then it'll give you an OK that says this branch has no conflicts with the base branch. So the last thing that I wanted to show you guys, I'm going to go back to my branch. And the best way to do that is to go up here to your little icon for your profile. You go down to your repositories and click on Aspen Discovery. And this will bring you up to this page here. You can see this is my branch, Aspen Train, Aspen Discovery. And then you get this little notice here that says this branch is how many commits behind the main branch. So this branch is currently 9 commits behind the main branch. So I'm going to do a reverse pull request. So I'm going to ask for the information from the main branch to my branch so that my branch is up to date. So I'm going to click on pull request. And then you're going to go to this page here. As long as there isn't any pending pull requests from you, you should get this notice that says there isn't anything to compare. Try switching the base for your comparison. This is just the easiest way to do this. You'll want to click on switching the base, and that will switch the base. So up here, you'll see base repository is now Aspen Train, and the head repository is the main branch. And this little arrow shows where the information is going. So if you'll see on the back, on the last page here, the base was the main branch and the head repository was the Aspen Train branch. And then when you switch the base, it just switches these here. So I am able to merge. I'm able to pull those 9 commits that the base branch is ahead to my branch. So I'm just going to go ahead and create pull request. The title I'm just going to say is 2016 current commits. So I'm going to go ahead and create that pull request. And you'll see the current commits. Aspen Train wants to merge these 11 commits, well, I guess it's 11 now, into Aspen Train from the main branch. And so I'm going to go ahead and merge that pull request and confirm merge. And now the branch has been merged to mine. So when I go to Aspen Train, you'll see, when I go to the Aspen Discovery, now this one is one commit ahead. So it just kind of, you'll be able to see how the pull requests go when you're trying to send information. Then you'll need to create a pull request from your branch to the main branch. If you're trying to get information, you'll create a pull request to your branch from the main branch. So hopefully that was helpful. These are kind of just the basic things that you're going to do if you want to add or edit anything to the manual. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm available on Slack. I'm also available through email, or you can ask, anyone else on the Aspen Discovery team. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.